So let me tell you guys how to deal with some toxic mother-in-laws. It can be the mother of your husband, it can be the mother of your wife. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Blessing Miracle, your life coach. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching me from. So today I want to talk about how to deal with some toxic mother-in-laws. There are kind of some mother-in-laws that once they show up in your house, there is always trouble. Throughout their stay in your house, it's going to be one problem and another. You know, the kind of woman that she will just show up unannounced. She interferes between you and your spouse. She discards things which she doesn't like in your own home. She doesn't respect your privacy. She always influences your kids. She will never like what you cook as a woman in the house. She always prefer you cook her favorite meal. Alright, especially when you are married to their son. If you are the daughter-in-law to her, she will just show up. She will start being the one to take care of her son, or in the name of he's my son, let me take care of him. But it is your duty. She doesn't care about your privacy, and she doesn't like you talking to your own parents. She will always have one or two excuses to tell you. She will tell you this is the family you created. Alright? So you should focus on your family. She will always have something to say. But if you have that kind of mother-in-law, this is what you'll be doing. Anytime she shows up, if you married someone who is friendly and who really take you as his or her partner, if you marry someone who cares about you, of course the child to that mother-in-law, like if you are a lady and your mother-in-law shows up, the plan is between you and your husband. It's the son that will tell the mother, see, I don't like the way you treat my wife. I don't like the way you come to my house unannounced. This is not justice. If we need you, we will let you know. If you want us to visit, we will let you know. We want you to come. But if you want to come without us inviting you, you need to let us know 2 or 3 days ahead before coming. But when you marry someone who is not friendly at all, who will always support his or her family, it's going to be a problem. But if you get that kind of mother-in-law that the son or the daughter, they always think together, they see nothing wrong with what they are doing, let me tell you how to deal with them. If you are a lady like me, you have that kind of toxic mother-in-law, this is what to do. Once she shows up, take an excuse, maybe flimsy excuse, it doesn't matter. Have a close friend, brother or sister that is close to your area that you have to go to his or her house to pass the night. Maybe if it happens the first time she visits and disturb your peace and interferes in your privacy and do all sorts of things that irritate you, anytime you try it the first time, the second time she comes around again, this is what you do. Once you see her, oh mother, you're welcome, I was actually going out. You didn't plan to go out. Go to your friend's house and stay. If you are going to work the next day, pick few things, put in your bag, sleep over in your friend's house. The next day, go to work from there. Alright? If she's staying for 3 days, stay there. If you have kids, come from your friend's house to your house. Take care of your kids. Take them to school. Once they come back from school, go to the house, do what you have to do, put them to bed, and leave. And if your husband asks you if you're a lady, tell him that you are tired of the madness going on in the house anytime his mother arrives. He will not pretend as if he's cool with it. That's why when you marry someone good, he will be the one to put an end to all that madness. Alright? But if you marry someone who always supports his family, if you marry someone who doesn't see something bad from any member of his family, it's going to be difficult. But that's what you should be doing. Once that your toxic mother-in-law shows up, you have to leave. Give them space. At least her conscience will start judging her. She will be like, is this woman really running away from home because of my presence? Of course, she will know it's because of that. But if his son is somebody that is, well educated, somebody that is learned, someone who knows that this thing is bad and this is wrong, he will be the one to put an end to all that. And He will sit his mother down, talk things over. But if reverse is the case, that's what should be do. Once your toxic mother-in-law shows up, you have to give them space. Leave. She's not going to stay forever. She's going to stay forever. Don't see from the beginning, don't tolerate what you can't take, because what you ignore from the beginning of any relationship, you are going to complain later. I'm telling you this in out of experience. If you start ignoring some things that you know that is hard for you to take, you say, it's my family, let me just, my dear, deal with it immediately. Because if you take time to keep quiet, after some time, that thing will become a big problem for you in your family. You start dealing with it, it will be a big problem. So there are some things that you should put an end to. There are some things you should put an end to. When you have kids and you have toxic people around you, there are some things you should put an end to. Because if not, later in the future, it's going to affect your kids. Maybe when you are no more, the kids will say, this has been happening even when my parents are still alive. So any fight you have to fight for your family, you do it when you're still alive, when there is still time, when the children are still little, when they are still young. Because time shall come when they cannot deal with it, when they cannot even stop it. It will keep happening. So if you have a toxic mother-in-law and your partner is not the kind of person that will put an end to such thing, such behavior, for someone that will show up in your house unannounced, for someone who cannot respect your privacy, someone who can influence your kids, my dear, know how to put an end to it. Once the person arrives, flee. Leave the house completely for them. They will get tired now. Of course, your partner will be leaving the house. Once he leaves, the house will become so lonely. He will start asking herself, is it like this? If she after staying, she will go back. If she shows up again, do the same thing. That will teach her a lesson. It's not everything you start fighting for. You start wasting your saliva, your energy to talk. We are all matured. For someone who has a grown-up child who is already married, she should be matured enough to know how to put an end to some certain things. Thank you. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification button so you can get notified whenever I have a new video. Thank you.